Hello everybody, how's it going? Blue here. Welcome to Cuber Rhythms, my second channel. So in this video, I'm going to be doing a devlog for this game that I'm working on, which I decided that the game needs a placeholder name because up until now I've just been calling it this game or pencil game. Right now, what I have in my mind is The Outstanding World of Scribbles. I thought of that very quickly, and that's just a placeholder. I might think of something else, but for now, that's what we're calling it. So up until this point, I have been pulling tutorials from the internet and tacking things on to make systems work, and I eventually ran into the problem that it was really hard to get things to work together. So what I've done is I have started a new project using all of the things that I've learned up until this point, and am starting fresh. I'm going to get back to where I was a lot quicker than it took the first time, but it'll be so much better now, and yeah. So basically what I've worked on, I'm actually going to show my face now, because I can do that. Hi guys. So basically what I've been working on yesterday and today is redesigning the character to be better. So the first and most obvious thing that I have up until now, this is something that I've just kind of finished and I'm still kind of working on, is I redrew him so that instead of having one big picture and then switching pictures as it goes, as it was in the old one, which that was a very snappy, sort of sketchy look, I have created a new rig for the character where I drew a circle and then a smaller circle and duplicated that smaller circle for his appendages, and then made a parent system so that I can animate him like this. Oh, ha, whoopsie, I need to click in Unity. So now I have the ability to manipulate all of his different appendages to give him different animations so that I don't have to draw new animations every time. I can just manipulate it. I figured out how to do that from a video by Blackthorn Prod. Credit where credit is due. Basically, how I've done this, let me see here. I'm going to change up just so that you guys can see what I'm doing here. So basically, I'm going, nah, you guys can probably see it. It's sorry that this is kind of blurry. I'm going to fix it later. So basically I have Scribble Man, which is an empty game object, and then all of his different body parts parented inside of that. All the animations live inside of this game object, and when I animate stuff, it works. And then each of his different appendages have their own animation controller, which handles the sort of sketchy change of the way that they look. So if we go back into the game, kind of the way that his drawing just kind of shifts and goes da 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 da. You guys know what I'm talking about. And getting those two things to work together took a little bit of finagling, figuring that out. I'd never done that before, but I was really excited when I got that working because now all of his body parts will continuously loop the 3-picture cycle, and he can still do his other animations, and those things don't interfere with one another. So that's fun. I've also reprogrammed his jump so that he goes up with full velocity and kind of has a little bit of hang time at the top of his jump and then falls down faster than he went up. And it's kind of subtle, but I can adjust it over here in my player controller. Over here. Scribble Man. Whoopsie. Scribble Man. So over here are his controls, and I'm actually going to zoom up on this particular thing because this is important. Zoom in. Da, da, da. Okay, so here is his controller. So health, speed, I can speed him up. His jump force, and then his fall speed and low jump speed. Those are the things that affect how fast he falls. So if I take the fall speed and bump it up to like 8, now you'll see that he'll go up and then boom. Foop. No, you can't. No, you can't actually see that because I changed the size of everything. Whoopsie, I'm silly. So yeah, so up, boom. So that changes how fast he falls, and I kind of set it up to a spot where I don't want him to feel too heavy. A lot of people in the comments yesterday pointed out that he's kind of like Kirby, and I liked that. I didn't do that totally intentionally, but I can see why that inspiration just kind of lives in my mind. So there's that, and then that low fall speed handles if you let go of the button before you are at the peak of your jump, so that you can have variable jump height. And the higher that number is, the more it'll look like he's bonking his head. So if I put it up to like 100, bonk, bonk, bang, bang, bang. That looks kind of weird. And also, the faster he'll fall, the lower he is. Code is weird. So I'm gonna put that back to the way it was. I believe it was 12, and make sure everything's still feeling good. Boop. Whee. I like the way that this looks a lot better. I might tweak that walk animation because he looks kind of like he's marching, a little bit mechanical there. I kind of want him to just look like he's going along, going on an adventure. But I like the way that looks a lot better than the way that it looked before, with just him just kind of sliding along the ground, his feet not even totally touching the ground. I think this looks a lot better. And I'm excited for the way that this will be able to look in the future, so that when the game is done, it'll look a lot more polished and better. So that's cool. The one last thing that I figured out how to do is change his acceleration and deceleration, and that's just in the rigid body. Well, actually, I guess it's not the rigid body. It's project settings, input, your horizontal input. If you change the gravity and sensitivity, sensitivity will affect acceleration and gravity will affect deceleration. So if I put gravity at like 100, you would see that he would come to pretty much an immediate stop. His animation slows down slowly, but you can see his traveling speed stops. And if I made that just like 1, he would take a long time to slow down. Whoops. So that would be a good way. I don't think that's a totally permanent solution because that is universal. So I couldn't really change it. Like if I wanted him to walk on ice, because that looks like ice physics. So I would have to figure out a way to change that, which actually, now that I think about it, it actually wouldn't be that hard to change it. Those things are not permanent. But yeah, so I was excited to figure out how to do that, and that I didn't need to type a million lines of code to do that, that I could do that right built into Unity. That was exciting because before I was using get axis, and just that was that. And I just took what I got, and I knew that I wanted him to feel a little bit different, but I didn't know how to tweak it, and now I do. So that's exciting. Anyway, I think that that is enough for this devlog. I'm actually curious if you could even see what I was doing over here. I suppose you kind of could. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'm going to keep working on the game and hopefully get back to you guys with another update soon. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any ideas for the game, or, I mean, not the game, the Outstanding Land of Scribbles, or the Outstanding World of Scribbles. I'm sorry. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye. Whee! Stop recording.